doing? I'm Sensei Roger.
And I'm Paul.
And we're here to bring you some Kenpo techniques for sparring.
Right.
A lot of people don't believe that we could use our techniques in the sparring, especially since our techniques can be long and drawn out.
Right.
But here's the fact is, we're not using a whole technique all the time.
Right.
There's been times where people said Kenpo doesn't work in sparring. You know what, in part sense, they're kind of right, because Kenpo is meant to like destroy and kill. Break a neck, chop the throat, poke the eyes. We can't do that in sparring. But can we adjust our techniques for sparring? Yeah. We do. I use my movements all the time. People a lot of times don't even realize that I'm using my Kenpo when I spar.
Right.
So we're going to show you a couple techniques. We broke down 4 techniques in the Tracy system. And by the way, we're going to give a shout out too. You guys are watching this video and you're in North Ridgeville, Ohio area, you know, and you say, hey, I want to train some Kenpo, maybe you want to train with us here, just give us a shout out. You know, come out here. You may see us here. We're on Center Ridge, 35522 Center Ridge, North Ridgeville. Just a shout out. You know, I got to promote the business, guys. Alright, so here we go. We're going to do Chinese sword. Right out of yellow belt, I picked 3 techniques out of the first belt we do in sparring. So from here, here's the technique itself. Throw the punch, I block it, I throw a chop. Yes, I said block it. And then the phone rings. Alright, we're going to continue on the Chinese sword. We stop for a moment because the phone rang. Guess what? We're still running business here. So, but throws the punch, block, I throw a chop to his neck. Now, we can't do that in sparring, can we?
Right.
You know, so from here, maybe I'm standing here southpaw and I just got punched in the face because I mistimed it. Man, that was wrong, huh? Alright, so the bad thing is I got here, I can step out of the way. So at this point, he throws it, I can move here. Now, I'm worried about that hand? Not really. Throw a punch. Throw 2 punches. Now, this hand blocked that hand as I went to punch.
Right.
I wasn't trying to really block, but I went through the back fist, and he ended up punching my arm and it stopped it from really hitting me.
Right.
Or throw the punch, I can block here, throw another punch, I can block here. There's a Japanese sword. I just threw that one in. It wasn't one that we were planning.
Right, right.
But from there. Alright, so from here, throw the punch, maybe I'm this way. See how that worked? That was on the outside. So there's Chinese sword right there. That's one of my favorites to do. Another one I like to do is delayed sword. Here's the technique from neutral position, is how we train our techniques. You know, from here, but throw the punch, I step, I can't, I block, I kick, I throw the chop to the throat. Okay, we can't chop to the throat as I said.
Right.
But come at me. See, I'm here to here. Normally we'd kick it to the knee or the groin. You can even hit down to the bladder area.
Right.
You know, the rib area. But for sparring, we can't hit below the waist.
Right.
Alright, but here's the thing is, if I'm in the stance this way, I can sidestep off. I don't have to go straight back. Well, I don't even have to step. Now I can throw the back fist. Now here's the cool thing about this. I don't have to step it off, because when I'm doing the technique from the neutral position, I step, I cat. If I'm already here, my foot is back here. Do I always have to step out of the way?
Right.
No. You don't have to always have to move. But come throw the punch. See, I have cat, kick there. There's my back fist.
Right.
I may just get the kick. So sometimes you guys are watching some of the sparring videos. All you may see is that kick. You know, just hear the kick, and that's it. That doesn't mean I'm not doing delayed sword. I'm just taking a piece of it.
Right.
All right, here's my most used technique out of the 4 that I have up here. Kenpo shield. I love this move. All right, so fighting stance, I can come here, block, and reverse punch. Or I can just stand, you know, from the technique itself, go to punch me, block, boom, I move forward. I can move back, I can move forward, I can move aside. It works.
Simple and effective.
It works very well. A lot of people say Kenpo doesn't work, but then a lot of tournaments I go to, us Kenpo guys, a lot of times, the well-trained guys, someone's not training well, they're going to kind of be terrible anyhow.
Right.
You know, if you train hard and do well, these techniques do work. This isn't the best system in the world or the worst system in the world. Guess what? There is no best system or worst system.
Right.
This is a very good, useful system. Yeah, but we do have this for self-defense reasons. We can break it down and kind of dummy up a little bit of Kenpo for sparring, so we're not breaking and killing and maiming.
Right, right.
We don't want to destroy our sparring partner. Alright, so Kenpo shield does not have to be to the point where I have to wait for him to punch. So from this point, we're in fight stance. Don't even punch it.
Okay.
Keep guard up. We're here. Now, I may back fist you a couple times. Here it is. I'm conditioning him to do something. Now here, I raise my hand up. Usually when I do that, their hand comes up, leaving this open. Now look, this is a move that I put the name to, is Kenpo Blitz.
Right.
We were doing that in training for many years. 1, 2, 3. You may see other guys doing that too in other systems because it's good for sparring.
Right.
But let's put it this way: self-defense. I'm going to break that rib with my bare knuckle. I'm not punching straight in. I'm punching on an angle.
Right.
I'm making the ribs go the way they don't go. So this is one of my favorite techniques. All right, now 7 swords. This is a stretch. A lot of you guys are going, how you're ever going to do 7 swords? You're not going to do the whole thing.
Right.
I tried. There's one time I was sparring with one of the guys. He kept throwing the punch pretty wide. And I was like, if he throws it one more time like that, I'm going to do 7 swords. I got the 4. Alright, so now that was actually a technique we have in the Kenpo system in Black 1 called four fists, because we do the close hand, throw punch. So block, back fist, I punch. That's as far as I got. With 7 swords, let's go on this angle here. 7 swords, I would step out of the way, block. This would be a chop to the throat, palm. I do a spear hand or square punch. I would sidestep because his head may be coming forward. I rake, chop to the neck, chop up. I can't use all that.
Right.
Okay, how can we use that? Alright, so now fighting stance. 1, 2, 3, look. 4.
That's
I can even do it that way.
Right.
1, 2, 3. I mean, I can change it.
I'm going to be getting out of there by the time he gets past 4, I would think.
So since there, instead of taking it low, I just went up to the head.
Right.
So throw the punch this way. See, he's southpaw. Here, there's Chinese sword. Oops. Sorry, I did Chinese sword. And 7 swords. Oh, maybe it's part of it.
Right.
Throw a punch. 1, 2, 3. Right? I can throw another one here. But instead of here, I could be here, here, here. His hands come up. I'm here. Now that could be the end of that move now. Now it's pretty much 4 fists. But if you do 7 swords, you got Chinese sword, you got 4 fists. So I only threw Chinese sword in there for a reason, because it's quick and easy and short.
Right.
With 7 swords, you're not going to get 7 movements. But here's the idea too. Once we're here, now I can sidestep. There's my eye rake or my ridge hand or rolling back fist. Okay, so now let's just take it from that point. Say you throw this punch or that kick at me. I can sidestep. Say you really charge through me. I get over top. There's that. Now I got this too. I can go pow pow. Yeah, I beat him in the head a little bit. So the idea is here. I can come around here. Oops, you went high. Boom. So that's one thing I like off of that as I sidestep. So this is just a couple techniques of the Kenpo that I use. Alright, now we're going to do a little bit of sparring for you. I don't have my mouthpiece in and neither does he. He didn't know what we were going to film today. He just comes in ready to film.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's do a little bit of sparring. Alright, here we go. Hold that, break from it. I want you guys to really look for some of these movements that you've seen us do beforehand. Alright, from him or myself. You may see other movements because I'm not going to be stuck to this. What would you say about sparring? It's not scripted.
Right.
Sparring, is also known as kumite. It's been told by me, by my grandmaster Mark Miller, 10th degree black belt in Kenpo. He knows a little something about fighting because he was like one of those guys that were the tough guy in the neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone always wanted to challenge Mark Miller for some reason, and he beat so many guys with this stuff.
Right.
But it doesn't work. But yet he cleared out bars, things like that. It doesn't work.
Right.
But he cleared out stuff. But Kenpo doesn't work. He survived. He's still here 50 years later doing this.
Right.
But Kenpo doesn't work. He had his business for over 40 years. Kenpo doesn't work.
Right.
So it does work. Sparring and this, and he didn't kill anybody in that.
Right.
He didn't go to kill anybody doing the Kenpo. What were we going to say about
sparring? Sparring isn't a system. That's like saying a barroom brawl is a system. Yeah. Using whatever means you have available, whatever you've learned, any techniques, whether it be boxing or Kenpo or Jiu-Jitsu or whatever.
Alright, so before I went off on the rabbit trail, but Mark Miller told me sparring, kumite, is basically learned by doing. So this is where you get your mistakes out. So sometimes, yeah, it will look sloppy.
Right.
A lot of times it'll look sloppy. You get two skilled guys in there, it looks very sloppy sometimes. It's crazy about how that happens.
Right.
Alright, ready? Here we go. We're going to do a little sparring. Wait, was that the latest sword I was going for?
Something.
Let's see, I didn't even wipe the block, guys. I don't have to, you know? I got my foot stuck. Alright, ready? There's that side step, then I went forward.
Yeah.
I changed the timing, but that's 7 sword, part of it.
Right.
Okay, I do use this stuff. Okay, his sword, he moved his arm so I didn't get the block. Same movement. That's not Kenpo, is it? Going ahead? It's not, is it?
No. Nice.
Kenpo blitz. Yep. Got my foot caught. Went to do delayed sword. I sidestepped. I threw kind of a lame kick because he was a little close. Come close. So I had it up there. Threw kind of lame. He grabbed the foot, but you see my hand came out for the rest of the technique.
Right.
And the actual street technique, I would have busted that knee. He wouldn't have grabbed it. I wouldn't have got caught.
All right.
All right, ready? Here we go. Nice. He did whoop, whoop, and got me right in the nose. So I was thinking of moving, you just got me with a move. Nice. Kenpo fits. See that? 7 swords.
Yeah, he got 4 in there.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of stopping right about there.
Could have probably finished it because I was over.
You're too far away. The guy moved. All right, here we go. Let's back shot.
Thank you for slipping out of the glove. A little bit small for my hand.
But you guys have seen it now? See a little bit of the Kenpo. It's not scripted.
Right.
It's all just free weight. A couple times I'm trying to think of a move.
What?
Just for you guys, I got punched in the face for it.
And that's my problem. I'm thinking, instead of just going out here just free sparring, I'm thinking like trying to put intimate moves, which for me, it's not good.
Yeah.
I can't
So-
think like that.
Here's the thing though, is we're trying to think and force a move.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that well.
No.
That's the purpose of training moves over and over and over and over.
Right.
Over and over and over and over. So it came a little more natural for me, but I was thinking out 7 swords.
Yeah.
Trying to do the whole thing, it was too long.
Right.
It's too long.
Right.
But I could use pieces, parts of it. Alright, let's just do a little sparring, no thinking, just spar.
Well, I'm good for me. I don't think that much.
Here you go. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I put the ball of my foot right on
Got her here, right there, perfect shot. Fun thing. Next time, bring my own sparring gear.
See how my hands are down here? That's not always a great idea. Well, I'm trying to get them to reach out at my head.
Yeah.
And then I'm moving my head. Sometimes it backfires on you. Alright, ready? You good? You're almost ready? That was the warm-up. Here we go. Fight. Oh, I was getting sloppy because I'm dancing.
I did.
I'm spinning around them. Right from it.
Turn my back on them.
You see how I'm
Bad
moving
move.
these angles? The
Yeah.
Kenpo angles. Sometimes when I'm sparring with these guys, there's a lower belt than me. Paul may be older than me, but he has less experience in this. Plus he can't breathe.
I'm good.
But here's the thing is I dance around him
Yeah.
with the angles that I've learned from the techniques that you guys see from the videos I put.
Right.
Throw a punch at me, I move out of the way.
Right.
That doesn't mean I always have to capitalize on it. But what I do sometimes, I use that,
Yeah.
throw something else. I don't have to sit there and go, oh, strike him ace.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to go, huh, boom, huh. I don't have to be scripted on there.
Right.
Well, one of my black belt friends said these moves are scripted moves with adaptability.
Mm-hmm.
That's all
Right.
it is. We could adapt them and change them.
Right.
Mark Miller told me to flow with the stuff. So,
Yeah.
you good?
Oh, hey.
A little bit longer, you guys get more sparring. Here we go, fight.
What I was gonna do.
There's Kenpo shield, bam.
I waited too long.
I'm too quick with it. I caught you on it. You were thinking about it, I just did it. I gotta stick and move. I can't leave the leg out there, guys.
Foot thing.
Nice. You guys see the step? I got out of the way. I just kind of threw something lame. But I got out of the way originally.
Yeah.
Didn't capitalize on it. What happened? Paul just kept going until he hit me. Alright, you good?
Yep.
Hope you guys enjoyed that.
Thanks for watching.
If you
Appreciate
haven't
it.
subscribed yet,
What are you waiting for?
and here's another thing. Don't forget, Tracy's Karate in North Ridgeville.
Yeah.
I will put the number at the below. So, but please don't just call me for random stuff. This is still a business, guys.
Right.
Alright, so our phone number is 440-327-8739. And we'll put in the link too. So God bless you.
Take care. Come on.